Like many towns across the country, Plymouth is trying to balance economic growth and environmental sustainability. Developments in Plymouth, especially those in the high traffic area of Tenny Mountain Highway, have boosted Plymouth's economy greatly. However, with these developments comes the price of affecting the local ecosystem. A large concentration of students, paired with increasingly aggressive developments, has many people wondering what is being done to make the town of Plymouth and Plymouth State University more sustainable. I sat down with Brian Eisenhower, Director of the Office of Environmental Sustainability here at PSU, to discuss some of the action being taken.
My name is Brian Eisenhower, and I'm the Director of the Office of Environmental Sustainability at Plymouth State University, where my responsibility is working with all members of the Plymouth State University community to improve our relationship with the environment. I started at Plymouth in 2003, and it's been a great period to observe how sustainability has really taken a hold and changed at Plymouth State University. In 2003, when I began, sustainability was certainly on our radar as an institution, and it reflected a lot of values that we as a college or university already had. But in the 10 years I've been here, it's continued to be of more and more importance, both in the institution and in the world in general. I am particularly proud of the fact that Plymouth State has chosen to be a leader in the field of sustainability, in no small part because it fits very well with who we are as a university and where we're set. Probably the most important specific sustainability initiative that we've adopted is when President Steen signed the American College and University President's Climate Commitment in 2007. By signing that agreement, she pledged that Plymouth State University would achieve carbon neutrality in all of its operations by 2050. And by doing so, it really put a strong mandate on us to take a good look at everything we do, from generating power to using paper, and figure out ways to do it that don't have carbon impacts. There are many smaller parts of that process, but as the question really focused on what was the most significant, it's that umbrella that really gives a lot of the framework and also a lot of the commitment to what we're doing here at Plymouth State. The thing that we've done that has the largest effect is a really interesting one. I think that the single action that we've taken that's most important is making the effort to do our carbon calculation, really understand how much carbon we're emitting. And the reason that's important is not so much because I think we or anybody else believes that that's the ultimate measure of how much carbon is ultimately going in the atmosphere, but rather because it gives us a really meaningful benchmark that we can track our progress against. And so many other things that we do in the end come back and allow us to use that framework to really gauge how well we're doing. It makes a lot of sense for Plymouth State to care about sustainability, because sustainability here, it isn't only about efficiency and doing the right thing for the planet like it is elsewhere. It's also a big part of who we are as an institution that focuses on the environment and again is really set in a wonderful natural environment. So in many ways, doing the right thing by sustainability at Plymouth State is doing the right thing for Plymouth State as a whole. The biggest examples I can point to support my assertion that we're doing things that really fit well with Plymouth State. We have so many nonprofits in our area, from the Plymouth Area Renewable Energy Initiative to D Acres of New Hampshire, and they work with students here at the university and us with them to do many of the things that we've achieved. So really, it's a great thing to be in this community that also has a pretty high commitment to sustainability. The number one message I try and share with people about sustainability is apathy is our biggest enemy, so to speak. Most of the decisions that are problematic for sustainability are largely a result of inertia because of many of the everyday choices we make without even thinking about it. So the number one thing I encourage people to do is just be conscious about your decisions. And if we just take a little bit of conscious thought into our everyday actions, big changes are not that hard because they can aggregate up from each of us doing pretty simple things.